Hey TransLife family, it's me, Imara Jones, with our weekly TalkBack during coronavirus. Whatever the crisis, we are still here giving you TGNC stories that you may have missed over the past week. But we want to spotlight the fact that 1 week from today, next Thursday, we will be having our next Lives at Stake, which is our monthly co-produced series with WNYC here in New York City about issues that are facing the trans community that are critical. The issue that we will be taking on is the intersection of COVID-19 and sex work. The question is whether or not the COVID crisis reveals the need to decriminalize or even legalize sex work, to decrease the marginalization of sex workers who make up an important part of our community, to be able to access all of the new services and various things that are going on is perhaps critical. So tune in for that. Really excited about the guests that we will have on that, including Arya Saeed, who is the executive director of the first ever transgender historic district in the country in San Francisco, Cecilia Gentili, who is a longtime activist here in New York, as well as others. We're just waiting on them to respond to our emails, and then we can actually tell you who they are. So in short order, we'll be announcing those, but next week, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you check the little box in the Facebook Evite saying that you will attend, it'll naturally appear in your timeline so you can watch it live or on demand. So be sure to do that and be on the lookout for that. Super excited about that conversation and others that we will continue to have. So trans people continue to respond to the COVID crisis in a really powerful way. Those continue to be many of the stories which dominate across all of our social media channels and in the conversations that we know that people are having. One amazing effort that's going on in terms of trans response to COVID-19 is the Validation Project, which is a tech service started by Jacob Edward, who is non-binary, to give messages to people who are TGNC, who are trapped in their homes, maybe in environments that aren't good for them, to connect them to other people, to know that we care about them and love them and support them. So if you're interested in signing up for that service because you need it, or you want to volunteer, you want to help, go to our Facebook page and you'll be able to see that article there. Not only do trans people respond to COVID-19 here in the United States, but also around the world. Barbara Delgado is a Panamanian trans woman who gives food to people who are in need, but was arrested by the police for doing so because in Panama they have these strict laws which say that only people of a certain gender can shop on certain days. She is, of course, misgendered and was arrested for trying to feed people during the COVID crisis. So transphobia still continues to motivate people, even in the face of a massive crisis. But people continue to love and to also have really positive relationships. One of the stories that is really powerful on our Instagram page is someone who reminded us, Marianne, you can go check that out, who said that she found her love at 19, disclosed her gender identity to her then fiance. They married, they've been together for 36 years. And it's a reminder to us that we can find love as trans people, as gender non-conforming people, regardless of who we are and who we love, because y'all know out there that we love all genders, okay? So it's a really positive note for us to hold on to in the midst of this crisis. So also make sure that you join us next week again for our Lives at Stake on the intersection of COVID-19 and sex work, and whether or not it is time to decriminalize or legalize trans work in the light of the COVID-19 crisis to demarginalize sex workers. So make sure that you tune in for that. Be safe, be well, take care of each other like you're always doing, and tell everybody about next Thursday. Bye.